The fire projects the face from her memories. An actress upon the stage of this play.
The dark tides flood the sea, and our kingdom teeters on the edge.
Fear not. Our queen has gone to the borderlands. She'll quell this calamity herself.
This is the scene when the Chrysos heir of Ocean was born. She was once of a Titan kin race named Sea Sirens. At that time, Kozlana had suppressed the Black Tide's rise, but he was unable to remove Iron Tomb from its roots. The Black Tide still roiled in the depths of the world, and the kingdom of Sea Sirens was the first to face the destruction head on.
Listen, I heard Electra's voice. She's calling to us.
Let's go. Her voice carries the queen's command.
To keep the Black Tide from threatening the ocean, the queen gave her all, body and soul.
Born of the queen's chalice, she bore the deepest blessings and inherited supreme divine power.
My sisters, you're finally here.
Of course, Electra. Your beautiful melody drew us here.
Her true name is Electra. This is a reflection of her former self, clinging to the past with aching defiance.
The Queen summons us. She must be near exhaustion. The Black Tide will soon enter our borders.
Then what do we do? Will our seas fall to darkness and terror as well?
Don't worry. We shall lift the chalice in her stead to catch the Black Tide, and stand together to safeguard our realm and its people.
Such tiny Titankins, thinking they can stop the tide of truth. How naive. And that naivete is the root of all suffering.
The Queen's palace lies just ahead. Even her once graceful form is now tainted and drowned in dirty mire. Sounding. Oh, Magusa, our noble queen, that we've come at your call.
My little fishlings, you swim with such joy. It pains me to speak of the kingdom's sorrow. I once believed I could drink the Black Tide dry, but even the deepest chalice must one day overflow, and I can hold no more of this filth.
Mother, worry not. We're all children of the sea. Let us bear your fate together.
We'll take up your mantle and drive back the black currents.
We'll mend your sacred chalice and take in the cursed filth.
My little fishlings. When the spear of strife falls, you may retreat in peace. I promise you, on the surface, the city-states will hold a feast without end in your honor. This is the last gift I can give you.
Fagusa sank into the abyss. With the chalice shattered, their intoxication spilled into the black tide, birthing the first madness in amphoreus. Sea sirens followed one after another, hunting for the Titan's fragments, until their flesh decayed and their bones crumbled, all for the promised final feast. Keep watching, but tread carefully, for the stage ahead is crumbling with age, just like her shattered fate. Clinging to the past only blocks the road forward. Why not let time build a bridge to the future? Your wisdom far surpasses even the bounds of reason's model.
Can't get through. Looks like I'll need the miracle orb nearby.
Long ago. Even you cannot rewrite it. Just like this poor chandelier.
Is that all? Looks good.
Electra! The fiends have gnawed my tail. I can no longer swim to the far seas.
black sludge has soaked my fins. I can't dance with you anymore.
Sisters, don't give up. Remember the Queen's promise of a feast in the city called Styxia.
I haven't forgotten. It visits me in dreams every night.
I dreamed of a shining city, its lights piercing the deep gloom of the seabed.
I dreamed of children placing garlands on our own homes, and poets praising the sea sirens for shielding the world.
But what a shame. We can go no further. Please, sing to the humans for us. Sing of the deep sea's legend in our place.
The sea sirens were tainted by the destruction. Their flesh rotted away. They became the black tide creatures of this cycle.
Farewell, sisters. I'll finish this last task, then return to prepare your feast.
And so, only one sea siren remained among the sea floor. High seamans, swimming alone to the seas, burying their kin, and searching for the fragments of the chalice of plenty. Though most of that journey was in vain, why not use the power of time to leap ahead toward the journey's end?
To reach the spirit basin, I'll need to call upon the power of the Chrono Vessel.
The chalice of plenty is whole again. The lance of fury emerges from the river of souls, and the gods reclaim their duty to hold back the black tide. I am freed from endless toil, and now walk toward the rites at Styxia. I bore my sister's dreams upon my back, took on a graceful human form, and hoped to find a grand celebration on the shore. My fins became legs, my scales became skin, and the sea foam on my body became a shimmering gown. But when I stepped onto land, there were no festivals with honey brew, nor poets plucking harps. Only silent death, drifting gently along the river of souls.
When she fulfilled her wish, she only found Styxia to have already repeated the mistakes of previous cycles and was swallowed by death. Hopes and promises are nothing but the foam of dreams.
I am a sea siren, a vessel born to contain the tides. Now that my task is done, and the promise is broken, how am I to go on in a world drowned in shadow? Fagusa, my noble queen. She evaded my questions with drunken stupor. She told me a grand feast awaited me in the surface world. So I wandered lost, groping through the dark. The feast she spoke of. Where is it?
Lonely Blade, I shall grant you everything you seek.
After wandering the surface for ages, the lost sea siren met her future conspirator.
You quelled the wars alone and forced strife into retreat. This swordfish that commands thousands of legions, whom does she serve?
Yes, Saridra, long before she became the Imperator, was already burning with ambition.
Sovereign who follows prophecy. I am no one's sword. I am just a wandering fish, seeking clarity through bloodshed.
Then how about letting the sword dance for me? And letting the violin sing in my name? Tell me, what is it you seek?
All I want is a feast where I might belong.
Such a demand is trivial with the Sovereign's authority. I'll grant you a banquet worthy of conquest and comrades to toast beside you. But Knight, you must offer me your heart.
My heart?
Yes, a loyal heart that will generate no betrayal. You were deceived by gods and drowned in the ocean's darkness. But now, I will lead you forward and be your light.
So be it, noble monarch. The law you proclaim shall govern my every breath. So be it, noble monarch. I am simply becoming someone else's vessel once again, and accepting a duty given to me.
And thus, in her hollow drift, she finally found a new purpose, like sunlight piercing the deepest trench.
Noble monarch, I've cleansed the foulness from the road as you commanded.
My blade, you've helped me ascend and take the crown. Ask, and you shall have your reward.
What I desire is the same as before. A feast.
Look, I've prepared you a grand banquet. The finest honey brew and tributes await.
Fish are drawn to light by nature, for the deep sea knows only gloom. Now I found a flame. It may scald and burn, but it's the only light.
Come, let us join the feast. Perhaps Perhaps the path forward lies hidden among the revelry.
Have you heard that the Imperator's about to begin a new campaign?
Her glory will no longer be bound by the borders of Amphoreus.
My faithful subjects, tonight's feast is not just for the past. It's a toast to the future! Born from our golden blood is an unstoppable colossus. Our iron beast to trample the universe!
Great monarch. I've heard the universe teems with great threats. Can we truly remain invincible?
Fear not. Before the troops of the destruction, such rabble is no more than cosmic dust. Surely there's a planet draped in oceans out there in the stars. Once I claim it, it shall be yours to rule. And to the rest, your triumphs will not go unrewarded. I promise you a new age, free of fear. Now, raise your cups to our conquest among the sea of stars!
Sea of stars! Sea of stars! Conquest among the sea of stars. What a grand vision. Yet, to the siren night, only feasts still stir her heart. Come now, join me. Witness the end of this futile dream.
Where's the way out of this illusion?
Come quick! Let's celebrate together!
I've saved the finest brew. Come taste it with me.
Noble knight, you are truly a blazing spark. It is my honor to share this banquet with you.
Noble knight, you have earned victory with your blade. And you have every reason to revel in this moment of triumph. Let me pour you a glass of honey brew.
Noble knight, with the sovereign now enthroned, this triumph is yours as much as hers. Let me raise a toast to you.
Noble knight, your strength is boundless. Lead us to conquer the universe, and let us toast to that vow!
Then drink we shall. Raise your glass. In the deep sea, I never knew what fire was. But when I set foot on land, the first light that I saw was the flames of war, lit with golden blood. It scorched my fins, made me feel pain and ignited an unprecedented hunger. A hunger that flickers in every hero's heart. So bright, yet so blinding.
Look! The monarch herself has taken her seat!
Hear that? The court sings her praises!
Come! Join us and praise her glory!
One eye of hers sees glory, the other sees corpses.
And yet, she cherishes the name of glory more than fear and death.
As they say, the coward died 1,000 times before his end.
But the brave face death but once, which gods stand witness.
On the eve of war, we sang our hymns and set our sights to sail beyond the stars. The legions will climb aboard the beast, riding it like currents across the cosmos. Planets after planets flew the flags of her crown. Realm after realm was ignited by her flames of war. As the final resistance fell silent, a vast empire rose from among the stars. And this small pond at last embraced prosperity and peace. That's how the story ends. Tell me, visitor, in this dream, did you enjoy the show? Not sure which way to swim? It's okay. It's time for me to wake up from this drunken dream.
People once cheered for my ascension. And now they cheer for my fall. The cosmos. The battlefield that I cannot reach.
Before the Sovereign's conquest reached its end, her life and ambition had already been swallowed by the deep sea. This is the true ending. Her grand designs torn apart by the blade. Her regal robe soaked in golden blood. And the one who struck her down? The one who struck her down. Was her most loyal Gladius. I don't need to explain myself. A fish in a pond has no hope against the surge of fate. I wandered the shore, found a flicker of flame, only to snuff it out with my own hand. I don't understand. If the ocean's feast, the Imperator's dream, and even Amphoreus' existence are all illusions, then what's the point of our journey? When the Deliverer returns, I will let this absurd celebration come to an end. But Greyfry, I can't help but wonder how I dearly wish this feast of the Flame Chase would never end.
It seems she sensed your presence. The Fantasia's foundation is starting to crack. Return to the prologue. Remember the allegory of the cave. Can the prisoners in the cave learn to see the shadows and echoes for what they are, and stop mistaking them for reality? As you've seen, when she cast off her chains, finally turned to look around, and moved her legs, her reward was nothing but searing pain. The light will blind her, for the fire behind her had never once actually touched her eyes. Her legs will buckle beneath her, for she had never learned to walk forward. And so she fell into infinite confusion and fear, and came to firmly believe that the shadows and echoes were the real world. But we in the cosmos, are we truly any wiser than she was? Now, nameless one, fateless one, ask yourself this. The paths you tread, the eons you worship, everything you've trailblazed with your own hands, could it all be someone else's projected shadow? Let's leave that question till after the curtain falls. Once you've unearthed every last truth and reached the prison built for me by the demigods, I'll speak with you face to face. I, the Theoros, have walked the 30 million histories born by Kozlana. 1,000 years is a mere atom in a grain of sand to me. Amphoreus, compared to the cosmos, is but that grain upon a whole beach. I swore to bring an end to the erudition. Would I really let a single grain grind down my mind? Now, please use the power of time to open the gate to the ocean's depths. Go, find the prison warden tormented by loyalty. Find her, step into the world's vortex, and once there, end everything between us. That palace reflects the heart of the demigod of ocean. Intoxicated, stagnant. There, you'll witness the true beginning of the saga of deliverance. An ugly history, long buried by tides and shame. A staircase of apotheosis that the Imperator forged with the golden blood of 500 human sacrifices under the pretense of conquest. I'll wait for you at the heart of the world. But to reach the place, you must find the prison warden, lost in her stupor.
Beyond this door lies the path to the vortex of Genesis.
Now step away from this false banquet